Now don't go getting ahead of yourself and all excited and, I don't know, hopeful or whatever else. I'm only thinking about it. Seriously thinking about it, but it is only thinking. There is nothing set in stone. There is a good chance this is not going to happen. I've had a cat on there. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about. I'm thinking about upgrading my tractor. Thinking about it. And here's the reason why. So I bought this tractor brand new in 2004. So it is, 18 years old. It hasn't done that much work, and that's one of the reasons why this is kind of a, should I, shouldn't I job. I have got on the clock 3,782 hours. So he's not done 4,000 hours yet. So, and all the work on this tractor's been above ground. It's never done any cultivation, never done any really hard work. I mean, the hardest job this thing does probably is driving the shredder and hauling bales. Everything else is fairly light work for this thing. And this tractor is absolutely ideal for this farm. So for my little farm, my 57 acres, which is pretty much all grass work and haymaking work and fiddle-faffing around the yard, ideal. I don't need anything else. The problem I have is now we're doing more over the other farm. Yes, we've got contractors to do a lot of our work, but it would be quite nice if I could do some stuff myself. I don't think 100 horsepower is gonna cut it. I need something a little bit bigger if I'm going to do anything over there. The other problem is now I'm doing the travelling between the two farms backwards and forwards. You've watched enough of my videos to know that I have to strap myself in the seat, because if I don't strap myself in, I'm either bashing my head on the roof or smacking me undercarriage on the seat on the way back down. Now this has got an air seat in it, which I can adjust and it's very comfortable, but with our roads, I'm spending most of my time on the road kind of in mid-air. So half the time's in mid-air, a quarter of the time is up there, and the other quarter is down there, and it's really uncomfortable. I'm 57 years old this year. I'm not going to get any younger, and the way I look at it is, I reckon I should have another 20 years. I'm hoping I've got at least another 20 years on the farm doing what I want around the farm. Well, in 20 years' time, this tractor will be nearly 40 years old. And it will probably be well past its best. But if I don't replace it within the next couple of years, it'll kind of be too late. Do you know what I mean? I won't have time to have the tractor pay for itself. It'll be just a case of because I'll have to borrow money to do this. I can't just buy the tractor. I'd have to borrow the money to do it. So I have to justify to myself, A, can I afford it? B, can I justify it with the amount of work I do? I mean, part of the reason I don't do a lot of work is I don't have the power and the traction and the weight to do an awful lot of work. But yeah, decisions. So I went to Barclay Show this last week. I spoke to New Holland and I spoke to Case. I was going to go and have a chat with the guys at Chandler's, but every time I went there they were busy, so never got to speak to them. John Deere, I don't know, I've never been a Deere fan. And I think the dealership round us is kind of the choices I have are going to be Case, New Holland, or Massey Ferguson. That's my closest, nearest dealers. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on at the moment. So spoke to the two dealers. One of them has already preempted, and sometime in the next few weeks we're going to have. He's going to look at my options and what I got and what I want to do. So we're going to look at T5s and T6s of the New Holland range, and I think we're looking at the 140. Is that 140? And the 180, which will give me plenty of power to do everything I want. I'm a bit dismayed now I'm thinking of doing it now that everything has got AdBlue in it. AdBlue is something I wanted to avoid. I don't like it. I know it's there for a good reason and all that, but yeah. So we are looking at considering. This isn't a done deal. This is literally the New Holland guy said to me, "Am I looking for second hand or new?" And I said, "I'll look at both. What I am looking for is the best deal I can get." Now, whether that is a new machine or a used machine, that will depend on the machine and the deal they offer. Because buying new, I might have the opportunity of interest-free credit, which might outweigh the benefit of buying cheaper, if you know what I mean. I would have to use this tractor as my deposit, unless I sell it privately beforehand, if that should happen. They've pretty much valued this tractor at what I paid for it, which is quite nice. Because I had some extras put on this thing. So I got the front linkage, got the air seat. That was all extras for this tractor. But for a similar spec tractor to this, I'm looking in the region of about £65,000. That's a lot of money. And I got to work on, even in 20 years, is that going to earn? Well, it hasn't got to earn 60, because this thing's bought and paid for. So let's say £35,000. So the tractor's got to earn another £35,000 over the next 10 years, and pay the insurance on the farm, and this and that and everything. So it's got to earn double that. Is it doable? Yes, it's doable. Would I even consider this without a YouTube channel? Nah, no, not a hope in hell. Would I even consider doing this if I didn't have a bit of extra income that I get from that camera and from you guys and your support? Yeah, so we're thinking about it. So over the next couple of weeks, there's a reasonable chance that we will look at some blue tractors and some red tractors. And this is just research, okay? Nothing's, like I said, no deals being done, no hands are being shaken. I'm literally looking at what's on offer, what they're going to give me for this, what they want for theirs, what it's going to cost in between, how long I got to pay for it, and then work out if it's worth it. Some of this, I will admit, is down to comfort, my comfort, because I don't want to be bashed about when I'm 60 and 70 years old. I want to be a bit more comfortable. And I want to have enough power that if I want to go off and do some tillage work on the farm here or at the other farm, if I want to do a bit of cultivation, I haven't got to always rely on a contractor. You know, I might be able to pick up some reasonable used tillage equipment, because there's only 65 acres over there. I mean, 65 acres. If I had a 140 horsepower tractor, there's no reason why I can't till a lot of that myself. That's what I'd like to do. We'll see. Watch this space. So sometime in the next few weeks, again, we're either going to have tractors bought here and I'll try them here, or I'm going to go to the dealerships and I'll talk to the dealers at the dealership and see what they have to offer. Okay, so I'm only preempting this because I know a couple of you were at Barclay show, and I know a couple of you heard me talking to the dealer. And sooner or later a comment's going to go up. Did you buy a tractor off the case? Did you buy a tractor off of New Holland? Because they saw me talking. And I know it was one of you because you were wearing one of my caps. And I had a chat with you. So I'm not going to try and keep this secret. It is literally a big decision. I've already discussed it with Mrs. P, told her the reasons why and wherefore. She supports it. I spoke to the old man and told him what I'm thinking of doing. He thinks it's probably quite a reasonable idea because, you know, this tractor right now, like I say, for here, ideal. If I wasn't doing anything over there, I wouldn't even think about changing it. It's the travel in between and lack of power to do bigger stuff. Okay, there you go. I don't know if I'm trying to talk you into it or trying to talk me into it or who I'm trying to justify it to, but it's, yeah. I mean, we spent a lot of money on the farm, with the farm and the granny flat this last year. Yeah. So this would be another major investment for us if we do it. If we do it. Okay. I've got to go and dig a hole now.